So honestly, I have almost no idea what I'm doing. I'm just trying to learn how to do this because A, I have a spinning wheel, and B, I want to learn how to use it. So, trying to get positioned here, but I've been tinkering with it for a little bit, but I am not feeling confident. So, you know, we're just seeing how it goes. Let me get the camera positioning a little bit better. All right, so, as you can see, I have this bobbin. Yep, so here we go. So I have no idea what I'm doing so far, honestly. I'm just doing, what I'm doing is I'm doing the best I can. But to be honest, I have no idea what that is. So here we go. So I don't have a comb yet for combing out this stuff, but apparently that's a thing, and it would be very useful to have if I had it. But I don't. So we take what we can get. I haven't gotten the treadling down yet, so what I'm doing so far is just this. And it's not ideal, but I am very new to this, so I take what wins I can get. As in, I started like, what, 2 hours ago? I'm mainly even recording this just so I have something to go giggle at later. Because this is really bad, y'all. Oh. My tension's all off, and I generally just have like zero technique or idea what I'm doing. But, you know, it's fine. So, yeah, no, I'm doing my best. We're taking it one step at a time. Ah, beans. Ah, shoot. So let me actually get what I'm doing in view. But yeah, no, this is not very helpful. I mean, this is not very good yarn, but we're learning, so I'm just trying to be nice to myself about it. Yeah, but I don't have a comb, but what you need to do going into it is you need to separate the yarn to where it's like a big puffy cloud rather than roving, which is what it's like traditionally stored in. Or like, it's the term for it's still roving, but see how it has this nice fluffy look rather than just like bunched up. You gotta kind of tear it apart or comb it or related things like that. I don't have the materials to do that, so we do the awesome strategy of winging it. Hoping to get more supplies for this as time goes on. Unfortunately, supplies cost money. I am a college student. You know, I think you guys get the message. Yeah. So I can't even get like the pedaling. It's called treadling for the like how the pedals at the bottom work. Yeah, so there we go. So you can see how it got caught here a little bit. Not supposed to do that. I'm simply a silly goose. Why is it doing... Oh, because it fell off the hook. That would be why it's doing that. So those hooks up there are how it, you know, stays attached to where it needs to be. Oh, so one thing I can do to fix that is just take that bad boy and put it down here. Hopefully that will help. Okay. So you can see I'm just kind of feeding it in. But and you can see it's pretty fluffy, definitely fluffier than what you're gonna get from like a professional. But honestly, I'm pretty happy with how this is turning out, all things considered, because I literally picked this up to start, and I'm just gonna put it in this box, which is what it came in, so I know it's fine. But the idea of being able to actually make anything at this point is huge for me. So, you know, it's just, no, I'm really happy about this and how it's turning out. Because, you know, I'm making a thing. So. And I guess it's convenient for me, strong points when it comes to fiber stuff. Years now, not the spinning, but the fiber art in general, meaning things like crochet, weaving. Okay, so, you know, the whole shebang of stuff you do with yarn, which is, you know, probably apparent that that's why I'm trying to make the yarn. Is it going well? Yet to be determined. But, I mean, honestly, I'd say so, because, like, there's yarn being made. Yarn is spawning. Is it yarn that I would probably, like, use? You know, well, I'm going to. But but it's not like yarn I might like normally get, like, you know what I mean. But being nice to myself. Roving's getting caught on the hooks there. That's one thing you got to be careful about. I've been able to figure out with the fluff and whatnot, is just getting it to actually stay in enough to get pulled in without getting caught on those hooks, because those hooks are what are actually, they're like the mechanism pulling it through. So but simultaneously you got to be careful about overspinning it. So it'll be nice when I get to the point of actually being able to treadle, because right now, like, the treadling is using this pedal at the bottom here. And yeah, I am basically in PJs still. It's one of those days. I don't really care. This is mainly for me to like look back on in the future anyway. I just figured other people might find it interesting, like I would have, if I didn't know how to do this kind of thing, or I don't, to be honest. But if I didn't have a wheel and I wasn't learning, it's the kind of thing I would still be interested in seeing the process for. So that's just kind of what I'm trying to offer. And I think this is like technically the like proper direction. But again, I was like watching the official videos for how to operate this freaking thing from like the manufacturer, and I am so sorry, Mr. Ashford, but look, we girl boss how we can girl boss. I am taking L's. I'm gonna drink this monster. Maybe it'll like cancel out the skill issue. But, and this is like harder on your body physically than you would think it is. Like, it's actually surprisingly like taxing. I'm also disabled, which doesn't help. I'm wondering if this is also an inherently like, oh hi. Yeah, I don't know how, yeah, dude, I have no idea what the heck I'm doing, in case that isn't obvious, but this is gonna be usable. Like, just as an FYI. Like, this stuff, it do be usable, to be clear. Like, I will be using this come hell or high water. Okay, and one thing I'm going to do is these are called flyover hooks, question mark. If I move this to be like like in the spot a little bit better of a spot aroo, then okay. But you can see I kind of have to like break this stuff up. Makes it easier for the wheel to pull from it. And for having been doing this less than 2 hours, I think I'm doing pretty well, to be honest. A lot better than I was expecting to do. So, hi, I saw someone new just popped in. I just got a spinning wheel less than 2 hours ago. We're gonna see how this goes, but I'm just testing it out, you know, learning vaguely how to do this. Because right now, I have no idea what I'm doing, to be honest. But we are learn. And yeah, we learning. We out here learning how to do a thing that I've been wanting to learn how to do for a long time. I do a lot of crochet, in case you can't tell by the channel name, but I also do weaving. My family and close friends do a lot of crochet and or knitting or all sorts of stuff like that. You know, I'd like to be able to make yarn for people I care about, and I also have some experience dyeing yarn, so hoping to kind of bring it all together, you know? So that's kind of what we're doing today. But I'm pretty excited about it. And you gotta tear around the wool so it can get picked up and whatnot easier by the wheel as it goes. So that's how you can get a long little bit of it instead of just a big thick portion of it, because at that point it's just very hard to work with. I tend to do it very tightly, I guess, so the stuff seems to get caught a certain amount, which is unfortunate, but c'est la vie, right? But you know, it works out well enough. I'm having a lot of fun with this, a lot more than I was thinking I would, to be honest. Even with how much I've been wanting to do this for a long time. I was just not really expecting to enjoy it this much, and I'm really happy I made the investment in getting one of these because I wasn't sure it was going to be my speed. You know, I'm definitely very early on in this, but I feel like this is going to be something I'm going to want to continue and to be relatively passionate about, you know, so but yep, having fun with it. Okay, that's a little bit, okay, that was a little bit too quick. Beans. What's nice is that if it slips out like that, it's pretty easy to grab a hook and just pull it right on back through if it wants to cooperate, or if I want to stop being a silly goose. And we'll see if either of those happen quickly or easily. Okay, great. Perhaps both did. Gosh dang it. Hope at least I can get rid of that extra fluff that might get caught on. Gosh dang it. I'm really just I'm getting a little bit too aggressive with this, I guess. But it's still okay. Because, I mean, to be honest, I still am very glad with how I'm doing with this because, again, started probably less than like an hour or 2 hours ago now. And that's like period. That's with like looking up the videos for the first time and everything. So to be honest, yeah, I'm feeling like a bit of a girl boss there, I say. But I am going to try and get a little bit more stable with the yarn size because I've noticed that in the last bit, it's gotten pretty all over the place, if I do say so myself. Come on, join the yarn. beans. Yeah, so, oh. So I have my first, not skein, but my first ply, I think is the term, of yarn done. Which that's pretty cool. We're going to call that a win. I didn't actually expect to be doing this at all today, let alone making this much progress doing so. So I'm very pleased. Yeah, no, I wasn't expecting to actually feel like a spinner. And like, no, I'm not a spinner with a capital S, but like, you know, like I made yarn. I made yarn that I'm gonna be able to use. And yeah, the only issue is I can't figure out quite how to actually I'll have to get like a yarn winder or something. I mean, I have one. Honestly, I'm gonna go and I'll just keep doing this for right now. All my years of making yarn balls paying off. And so definitely got to get more consistent, but I think this will be fun to use for like a lofty weaving project. Because I've had some ideas for fun ones. Honestly, yeah, I'm just going to take one bob in there and then I can just start a second one and then I'll have my yarn to do 2 plies with, and then I can get like a bobbin of like actually, you know, done yarn, I guess. Oh, that was a mistake. So, ba-ba-bum. Now, incoming for the moment of truth. I'm gonna see if I can do a way that's gonna like salvage this yarn a little bit better. I remembered a detail I'd forgotten to do, which was hold the two bobbins apart, basically, until like the thread from the two bobbins apart until it's like actively ready to go in, if that makes sense. Okay. So, we're in the final moments here of me doing this specific bobbin, which is a lot more physically draining than you'd expect, by the way. Like, I'm actually sweating, which I was not expecting to be. Like, it makes sense in hindsight why I am. But, like, oh my gosh. So, I have made a bobbin of the yarn, of the yarn. There's no other yarn, bro. And I'll be getting a bobbin. I'll be getting my yarn winder set up for sure for processing like future yarn. Because the part that sucks the most is easily having to manually wind it, because it's just a part of the wheel I have, unfortunately. But it's okay. Like, I'm still very, very happy with how this turned out, because I've never made yarn ever. And so, even if it's not perfect, you know, I made a yarn. Woo! And then scissors otra vez. And there we have it, y'all. He's seen some stuff, but I made a skein of yarn. Yeah, no, I'm just very pleased with that. I haven't done that before. And I did it. I did it with this wheel, and I did a thing. I'm going to call it there, but I'm very glad with what I did today. So, anyone who does see this, I hope you guys have fun with it. I did. So, I hope y'all have a great day.